Hey guys, Rugby League Roundup back here with another episode of the Beyond the Tryline podcast. This is episode 8, and today we are reviewing the 2025 season of the North Queensland Cowboys. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. The goal is 200 subscribers by the end of January, so any subscription would be much appreciated. Let's get into the video. Now, the first thing we're going to do is compare the 2024 season stats to the 2025 season. So in 2024, they finished in 5th position with 15 wins and 9 losses. They scored 657 points and conceded 568 points. In 2025, it was much worse though, finishing 12th position, which was 7 positions lower than they finished in 2024. They had 9 wins, which was 6 less. They drew a game and they had 14 losses, which was 5 more losses in 2025. They also scored 538 points, which was 119 points worse than 2024. And they conceded 684 points, which was 116 points more than they conceded in 2024. So overall, the 2025 season stats were not as good as the 2024 season. Now that we've compared the seasons, it's time to compare the attacking stats and the defensive stats for 2025. So their points per game in 2025 was 22.4 points per game, where they finished 9th, so that wasn't too bad. They also had finished 9th in line breaks per game with 4.8, and they also finished 9th in tackle breaks per game with 31.9. They ran 1,709 meters per game, which was the 4th best in the competition. They had 8.2 offloads per game, which was 14th. They had the most errors in the comp though, with 13.2, and they came 15th in completion rates with 75.4%. To summarise, while all these stats weren't as awful, the most errors in the comp can definitely affect your side's performance, and it definitely seemed to affect the Cowboys' performance this year as they finished way low on the table. Now that we've reviewed the attacking side, let's break down their defense and discipline for 2025. So in 2025, they didn't have any send-offs, but they had 7 sin bins. They conceded 5.1 penalties per game, which was 14th, so they weren't too bad at that stat. But missed tackles per game was where they struggled with 34.9, which is the 5th worst in the competition, and they conceded 28.5 points per game. That's the 2nd worst defense in the comp for 2025. So, when your defense isn't doing well, that says a lot about your team and said a lot about the Cowboys in 2025. It's time to review the players, and the first player we have is the Cowboys fullback, and in my opinion, my favourite player personally, Scott Drinkwater. 24 games, 11 tries, and 27 try assists. While his defense isn't great, I think he definitely makes up for it in the attack, and that for me means he's going to get a pass mark. Now, moving on to Jackson Purdue. 24 games, 14 tries, and 7 try assists. Yeah, what a great year for Jackson Purdue. He also had 88.2% tackle efficiency and averaged 126 running meters for the Cowboys. For me, it's going to be a pass mark for Jackson Purdue in his 2025 season. Moving on to Thomas Dearden. 22 games, 9 tries, and 13 try assists. Not bad attacking stats, and he also averaged 106 running meters but his 86% tackle rate wasn't the greatest, but he puts in effort every single game. So for me, a simple pass mark for Thomas Dearden and his 2025 season. Now, moving on to Reece Robson, who managed to play 21 games for the Cowboys in 2025, scored 2 tries and got 5 try assists, which aren't the greatest attacking stats, but he had a 94% tackle efficiency, which was quite decent. Not his best year altogether, but I still think he did a decent job while he played for the Cowboys, and I think he's going to be great for the Roosters come 2026. So pass mark for me. Now, moving on to Harrison Edwards, who I thought was pretty solid in 2025. He averaged about 77 running meters, but his 94% tackle efficiency was also super solid. So for me, yeah, pass mark for Harrison Edwards as he came off the bench and just did a good job. After missing the whole of 2024, Cohen Hess had a super strong comeback season in 2025, managing to play 21 games as well as a super impressive 95% tackle efficiency, which is his career best tackle efficiency. So for me, it is quite easy to give Cohen Hess a pass mark for the 2025 season. Jeremiah Nanai, 21 games, 9 tries. Pretty solid on the attacking stats as well as averaging 84 metres, but there's still some room for improvement on his defensive side where he missed 68 tackles with an 88% tackle rate. Definitely some room for improvement there, but other than that, an easy pass mark for me and Jeremiah Nanai's 2025 season. Now, moving on, Griffin Neame. I thought Griffin Neame was decent, averaging 96 running metres, as well as a 91.6 tackle efficiency and 2 tries. So for me, it's quite easy. I'm going to give Griffin Neame a pass mark, but there's still some room for improvement in 2026, and I see him getting even better. Now, John Bateman, 19 games, 1 try assist, can improve on the defensive side with 70 missed tackles, but put in a lot of effort and made a lot of tackles to make up for it with a 91.3% tackle efficiency, which I think could get even better in the 2026 season. So for me, John Bateman gets a pass mark. Now, Jordan McLean, in his last season, managed to play 19 games, got a try assist, but didn't get any tries. But you have to say, congrats on a great career. Played over 200 games, so very well accomplished, and all the best in retirement. And for me, it is a pass mark for Jordan McLean. Moving on, we have Ruben Cotter. Could have been a much better season in my opinion from him, but averaged 92 running meters as well as a 92.3 tackle efficiency, which I didn't think was too bad, but we know what he's capable of and we know he can do much better. But during the season, he had some pretty solid games. So borderline pass for me for Ruben Cotter's 2025 season. Now, Kai O'Donnell. Thought he was solid in his first full season of first grade, playing 18 games with a 93.6 tackle efficiency. And every time he came off the bench, I thought did his job. He did also average about 44 running meters off the bench and had some games where he started, which I think will improve during the 2026 season. But for a first full season, not bad. So pass mark for me. Robert Derby, I thought he had a solid first full season in first grade, playing 17 games and scoring 9 tries. A really tall and pacey winger. He could be really good for the Cowboys in the future as well. He also averaged 172 running meters. So yeah, super solid first season and definitely a pass mark for Robert Derby. From one winger to another, Murray Taulagi only got to play 15 games this season. Obviously, he had some injuries, but scored 12 tries and averaged 177 running meters, as well as an 83% tackle efficiency. Super solid whenever he played, so definitely a pass mark for Murray Taulagi. Sam McIntyre, 15 games, 1 try, but he got moved around a bunch positionally, and he still played well, averaging 84 running meters, as well as a 92.2 tackle efficiency. So, yeah, for me, I think I'm going to give Sam McIntyre a pass mark for the 2025 season. Now, moving on to Viliami Vailea. 14 games, 2 tries, and 4 assists. But it wasn't that stood out to me. It was his defense, where in 2024, he tackled at 77% tackle efficiency. This 2025 season that he tackled at 88%. So he improved a shit ton defensively, and he had a decent year. So for me, a pass mark, because he also averaged 125 running meters. So pretty solid season for Viliami Vailea. Now moving into Jake Clifford. 14 games, 5 tries, 9 try assists. I thought he was solid, and he also tackled at 88% efficiency. So for me, I'm going to give Jake Clifford a pass mark for the 2025 season. Zach Laber, who I thought was okay, didn't do particularly amazing, but he did his job when he played in some moments where he could fix, but still very young, 13 games, 3 tries, 3 try assists. Yeah, definitely some room for improvement, but borderline pass mark for me and his 2025 season. Braden Burns. I like Burns' 2025 season, 7 tries, as well as 2 try assists and averaging 171 running meters, as well as an 85% tackle efficiency. I thought he was solid whenever he played and did his job. So yeah, definitely a pass mark for Braden Burns. Now we're going to review these three players rapidly because they all played 11 games in total, but all did very differently in the stats. Carl Lawton, 11 games, did solid defensively and did his job, so pass mark for him. Thomas McKaylee, 98% tackle efficiency, as well as 78 running meters every time he played, so yeah, pass mark for him as well. And now the last player is Jason Taumalolo. I mean, whenever he plays, he's still a beast. He averages 154 running meters in 2025, as well as a 90% tackle efficiency. So whenever he plays, he's still solid. We just need to see more of him in the 2026 season. So pass mark for all three guys for me. Now, moving into the gains and losses for the 2026 season. Matthew Lodge from Manly Sea Eagles signs with the Cowboys on a one-year deal. Reed Marnie signs till 2028 from the Bulldogs. And James Walsh from the Dolphins also signs till 2028. While they lose Amali Bitungan to the London Broncos, Tom Duffy to the Brisbane Broncos, Carl Lawton to Hull KR, Nicholas Lanaz till Townsville Blackhawks, a Queensland Cup side, Jordan McLean who retired, Reece Robson to the Sydney Roosters, and Semi Valemei who has left to the Castleford Tigers. To finish off, we're going to go through our awards for the 2025 season. So for me, the best win they had was round 8 against the Titans, where they won 50-18. Their worst loss was in round 15, where they lost 58-4 against the Dolphins. Their best player of the 2025 season goes to Jackson Purdue, who I thought was tremendous in the 2025 year. Their hardest worker goes to Thomas Dearden, and their rookie of the year goes to Robert Derby. So those are my awards, guys. To summarise the Cowboy season, I mean, if their errors didn't let them down, it could have been a much different year, and I think they possibly could have made the top 8. And if that's what they can fix in 2026, then I think they will make the top 8 in 2026. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And remember, the goal is 200 subscribers by the end of the month. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one.